Good evening, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome to the first ever the Dell Challenges Awards 2022 in association with Money Control and CNBC-TV18, powered by Intel and with Ernst & Young as knowledge partners. And I'm Ruchira. Small and medium enterprises, as we all know, are the pillars of the Indian economy due to their considerable contribution to the GDP, to exports, and, of course, employment generation. They are indeed the heroes of our economy. In recent years, many small businesses have reimagined their entire operations through the digital lens. And with this award ceremony, we celebrate the success of such small businesses and acknowledge their achievements. So for us here, it is an extremely proud moment. It is the culmination of a year-long campaign, the Challenger Stop at Nothing campaign that is focused on lauding exemplary IT innovators in small businesses. And on that note, I'd like to invite Ms. Swati Mishra, Director and GM Small Business, Dell Technologies, for the next keynote address.
Good evening to each one of you. A very warm welcome to this very special evening where we are looking at recognizing our esteemed customers who have been IT innovators, the extraordinary IT innovators throughout the year and led us in the small business vertical. And to honor the great work that has been happening with each one of you and to honor the leaders in this market, the innovators in this market, we have instituted these Challenger Awards. Our ambition is to celebrate the achievements of small businesses today. Challengers are those who thrive even when the times are tough and they can leverage their digital prowess. These businesses have not only remained relevant, but also have reinvented themselves using technology against all the odds. So with that, a welcome to all of you to this great evening.
I would like to invite the Honorable Chief Guest, Shri Narayan Rane, Honorable Union Minister of Micro, Small and Medium Enterprises, to come up on stage and give a keynote to our audience here.
उपस्थित सभी देवी और सज्जनों, डेल टेक्नोलॉजी के माध्यम से आज एमएसएमई के जो उद्योजक ने अपने क्षेत्र में प्रगति की है, कम से कम कार्यकाल में जो उन्होंने डेवलपमेंट की, ऐसे कई उद्योजक को सम्मानित करने का काम डेल टेक्नोलॉजी कर रही है। मैं जानता हूँ कई सालों से डेल टेक्नोलॉजीज आईटी क्षेत्र में आधुनिक टेक्नोलॉजी में यूथ को प्रोत्साहित करने का काम कर रही है। हमें डेल टेक्नोलॉजीज आईटी के माध्यम से हमें मदद कर रही है, इसलिए मैं उनको सभी को धन्यवाद देता हूं। मैं आप सभी का आयोजक जो है हमारे डेल टेक्नोलॉजीज, उनका मैं शुक्रिया अदा करता हूं। मुझे यहाँ इनवाइट किया, मैं मान सम्मान दिया, इसलिए मैं धन्यवाद देता हूँ। जय हिंद।
So let's begin with the awards, the first set of awards in the special category. And the first category is the Digital Innovation of the Year.
In the category Digital Innovation of the Year, the winner is Enphase Solar Energy.
We are very honored for this award, and we feel that we have achieved some great heights. That's the reason that we have been given this award.
The second award in this category, and that is for the Innovative Business of the Year.
In the category Innovative Business of the Year, the winner is Cellworks Research India Private Limited.
Very exciting. Also the category under which we got nominated It's very great. I'm sure back to my office when I go back, my R&D people and engineering people will be really excited, and it will motivate us to set up new milestone and achieve it.
Moving on, the third award for the Emerging Tech Leader of the Year.
The winner of Emerging Tech Leader of the Year award is Harsha Jakanahalli Vishnu Kumar from AKTPL India Private Limited.
It's a great pleasure for me to get this award. I couldn't express any more with words because this is really very good. Thank you so much to Network 18 as well as also Dell Technologies and the other partners.
Moving on, small businesses are, of course, preparing themselves for big opportunities. And as we're moving towards digitization, there is a lot of change that is happening. SMBs are likely to add a whopping 158 to 216 billion to the country's GDP by the year 2024. So the question is, how are small businesses preparing themselves for big opportunities while fueling economic growth? And to discuss that, we have with us Ms. Chandra R. Srikrant, Editor, Technology, Startups and New Economy Money Control, Mr. Eric Day, Senior VP, Global Small Business, Dell Technology, and Mr. Rajkumar Rishi, VP and MD, Consumer and SB, Dell Technologies, India.
Eric, if you can give us a global view, how do you see, what's happening with India, the entrepreneurship, small businesses here, compared to what's happening in other emerging economies globally in terms of how they've adapted post-pandemic, in terms of the challenges that they have had to overcome?
What we see that's very similar is that we see between 35 and 50% of all GDPs are being held up by SMEs and SEs in all these emerging countries, including developed countries as well. And what we do see is there are three major things that we believe that are needed in order for this part of the economy to thrive. Number one, and the biggest one that we hear all over the globe, is the access to capital. Yeah. Small and medium enterprises have got to ensure that they can have equal access to money in order to be able to ensure that their ideas can thrive. The other one is the access to technology. We have to ensure that technology is accessible. It is very difficult, no matter what region you're in globally, in order to be able to drive your business without technology. We need to ensure that it's affordable and accessible to all businesses, especially in places like India, where we're still driving a lot of really good internet demand. We are still driving the cost down in order to make it affordable for these small businesses. And we're seeing a lot of that driven in a lot of the other developing countries as well.
Right. If you can give us the India perspective, I mean, there are an estimated 63 million MSMEs. What was their technology adoption like before the pandemic? And, what has it been like post-pandemic? And do you see it sustaining? Is it here to stay, or was it a COVID-induced change that they had to adopt and, now it's back to business as usual?
MSMEs have been a part and parcel of our life in every which way, right?
True,
Whether you look at education, look at retail, look at healthcare, any aspect of our life, as we live through our, day and our life, we get touched by these MSMEs in different manners, and it never, kind of ceases to surprise me the level of innovation that Indian MSMEs have been able to bring in to continuously provide a better experience to their customers. E-commerce has actually democratized the entire, landscape, right?
Yeah.
The support from government has been, I would say, pretty strong during this time in various manners. So, and adopting technology in various ways, is only going to make sure that they stay competitive and they stay ahead of the curve all the time.
And I think that's the critical point that you just said right there. The idea of the access to capital and the technology is that competitive edge. We are seeing everything from farmers to logistics companies to I can't tell you what industries that are completely flipping to the technology side in order to be able to to be able to analyze and get ahead of all the data that's coming in so that they can actually stay much more competitive.
On that note, thank you very much. I hope that gave you an insight of global opportunities, big opportunities for MSMEs in India. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Thank you.
Moving on, I would like to invite our guest of honor, Mr. C.P. Gurnani, MD and CEO at Tech Mahindra, to kindly address the audience.
Hi, good evening, everybody. The colleagues from Dell, they obviously, did something that none of us had ever imagined. Technology in a box to build a loyalty program for the medium-scale industries. So guys, you're doing a good job. Give a big hand to the Dell guys. To me, branding, quality, exports, local player becoming national, all of these are opportunities. I'm glad that all of you here together will answer those questions. I am enthusiastic because these award ceremony is actually forcing us to think and also recognizing people who have conveniently showed us the way by thinking outside the box. So my congratulations to the winners, and thank you again for inviting me here. I am continuously learning, and I will continue to seek answers. Thank you so much. Thank you.